Alright, so it's me again, and I'm back with another video. So, this video right here is titled How Not to Act After Getting Rejected. Now, I'm pretty sure this video applies more so to women, right? Because men are the ones that usually seek the women, right? Usually seek the woman, and it's always in the guy's mind that the guy might get rejected, right? Whether it doesn't matter if it's a big piece or a little piece, it's always there lingering in the male's mind that they'll get rejected by their female that they're trying to pursue, right? But when you flip it, right, if the woman to some extent is pursuing the man, whether it's in an aggressive way or a passive way, that idea of rejection isn't really there. So when they do get rejected, a lot of women do not know how to respond. They do not know how to act. Now, I'm getting this based off of the title, How Not to Act After Getting Rejected, right? That's what I'm piecing together, that potentially a woman got rejected and she just lost her shit. She lost her fucking mind, right? Maybe it's a few cases where, or maybe this is a video where the man got rejected, right? The man got rejected and he lost his shit and went crazy. Now, usually those men have some type of mental disorder, right? Not saying that the woman has a mental disorder, but usually the guy, at least from what I've experienced, right, what I've seen, is that guy who goes crazy, starts, chasing after the girl, following her on some fucking creepo weirdo shit, has some type of mental issue, and they somehow end up like a straight jacket or locked up. You know what I'm saying? But usually the women, they just like go off, right? They don't know. They like, what the fuck is this, right? They've been in algebra 1, algebra 2. You hit them bitches with some fucking calculus, they like, what the fuck? That's pretty much what it is. You just hit them hoes with some calculus, they like, oh shit. So that's enough of me talking. I'm just gonna go crazy and keep talking and talking. See me crazy, the whole crazy thing comes back into a circle. Anyways, let's get into this video right now. Talking too much.
So the other day I saw this video on TikTok that I would call the exact opposite of how a man should handle rejection. The story comes from my home state of Texas, and more specifically involves a Dallas radio DJ named Mason. In the video, this woman talks about how she had a date set up with someone who she had met online, but when it was time for the actual date, the man left her waiting in the restaurant with no sort of reasoning as to why he didn't show up. After waiting the 45 minutes, she got up and left, and it wasn't until 2 hours later.
Damn, this bitch waited 45 minutes. She really had nothing to do. She had nothing to do, like, at all. So I'm curious, because he says 2 hours, so probably after 2 hours he contacts her or some shit, tells her what happened. But shit, she probably still went off on his ass. God damn, 45 minutes. Nah, fuck all that. I'm out, bro. After like 10. Shit, you can't be there prompt on time. At least 10 minutes. Then we gonna have to, and if I see you again, don't try to explain it. I'm on to the next. Like,
later when he
trash.
finally sent her a message that he couldn't make it because apparently his father was in the hospital, only to inform her later that night that he had lied and that he was just trying to make up an excuse. And then the genius had the idea to send her this voicemail.
But again, so it's been an hour, and I haven't really heard from you, which I don't think is very cool. I talked to my friends.
Okay, something's off with this guy. How you gonna say I haven't heard from you in an hour when 2 hours and 45 minutes? Well, yeah, 2 hours and 45 minutes you haven't spoke to her after the date was supposed to start, right? The date was supposed to start 45 minutes. You didn't hear from you. She bounced, and 2 hours later, so that's 2:45. Then you finally hit her up, and now you upset that after 1 hour she didn't message you back. Fucking clown ass.
And they said I should have heard something from you by now. I know you're busy with work and everything like that, but I just basically spilled my guts to you and was super honest with you
honest, nigga, you lied. You said your father was in a hospital and then you felt guilty and then you told the truth. You still fucking lied. Fucking fucker. Fucking
I just don't think it is
fuck.
fair that you're not calling me back. This is not cool, you know.
Not cool.
I'm starting to rethink things, and
What?
I don't know. If I don't hear from you in the next, 30 minutes, I'm sorry. I just don't think it's going to work out.
Oh, I swear, I thought that nigga was about to threaten this bitch. I thought he was gonna be like, yo, if I don't hear from you in 30 minutes, man, I'm pulling up. I know where you work at, bitch. Yo.
You see, ladies, this is why you don't go out with guys named Brad, Chad, Thad. Any of those names are red flags. Seriously, though, this man couldn't be any more insane. He's the one who stood her up on the date and then lied about his father being in the hospital, and now he's trying to not only play the victim, but threaten her as well. But the lunacy does not stop there. This man went on to send her over 13 voicemails, and with each one, they just got worse and worse.
I wanted to call and apologize. I'm super sorry. I just get really upset sometimes. I just haven't been treated very well over the years, and you said you were different. I thought you were different. And, I just get a little upset when I feel like somebody's not being honest with me after I've been honest with them.
Nigga, you lied. We talking about being honest, bro. Just throw that shit out the window. Now I'm looking at her like, yo, how come she just didn't block this fool, bro? Maybe she just wanted the content for, her TikTok. But, bruh, I would have just blocked his ass. I don't want to hear your voice. I don't want to get no text messages. I don't want to get anything from you now. The problem is, she's probably well known in that area because she does the radio. On top of that, I think she's at her workspace posting this video, and it's probably getting a lot of views, so he could probably track her ass down. He's crazy enough to keep calling this bitch complaining about her not being honest and not picking up the phone. Shit, he's probably crazy enough to pull up and do some crazy shit. So
I was honest with you, so I'm just going to hope you're honest with me. But I still haven't heard from you. It's been a little bit. It's been a few hours, and I just feel like you could respect the situation and me. I know you call me back, but like I said, I just wanted to apologize. I didn't mean to yell, and that's not who I am. Just give me a call, and so we can reschedule everything. And once we do, I can explain to you what type of person I am and how honest I am, and just cool and calm and all that fun stuff. So I look forward to talking to you and rescheduling another date with you. So yeah, I'll talk to you soon.
So the gaslighting continues while he is still trying to play the victim. Remember, this is a grown man complaining to someone he just met that his love life has been trash. Talking about, I thought you were different. I think you need to shut the fuck up, Brad, and get the fuck out of here with your bleached bangs. And those two voicemails were really just the tipping point of this incel iceberg. Like most of these creeps out there, quickly this man's gaslighting turned to anger after leaving various voicemails and text messages and getting no response back.
Why haven't you called me back? How did somebody do that to somebody else? I told you that this has happened in the past. You said you weren't going to do it. You said it happened to you.
all right, now she just doing this shit for content now. Cause I'm like, bro, block his number, bro. Just get him the fuck out of here. She's just doing this purely for content. She's making a whole fucking series on this guy. This guy right here just calling and calling and calling. God damn, just block this motherfucker.
And it happened to me. That's why we got along so well. I have left several messages spilling my heart to you. All I'm asking for is a callback, and we can go on and...
I really want to see how this dude look. Does he have a crazy look? It's certain people you just look at yeah, something's off. The way their eyes are set up, the way their nose is, their eyebrows is off. People always say people with symmetrical faces are attractive, but if his face is he's too balanced or he's too off when it comes to the symmetry, it's something's off with that motherfucker. Something's off. So I'm just curious to see how this guy looks.
Really nice. I really can. I just don't understand girls like you. I thought you were different.
I am the same as every other girl. Frightened for my life.
At this point, she should be relieved that he did not show up for that date. For you younger guys out there listening, I know that dating can be difficult for some people, but at the end of the day, no one owes you anything. Not a response, not another date, and of course, no one ever owes you access to their body. I don't care how good the date went or how much money you spent. You do not want to end up like this fucking clown on the other end of the phone call. At the end of the day, if someone doesn't want you, you have to respect that and move on. Maybe you'll get another shot in the future if you really think it was someone special, or maybe you'll meet someone else who's a much better match for you. But this right here is just unforgivable behavior by a raging middle-aged incel. And also the reason I think any woman or person in general living on their own or at the head of a household really does need to own a gun for some protection from these freaks.
Facts. Especially these days, I think everybody need to hold some type of strap. But you know what? I live in a state where, like, I've heard stories of motherfuckers, like, protecting themselves and they still end up in jail because California law's fucked up. Like, somebody break into your house and, like, you shoot them out of self-defense, you still go to jail. Like, what the fuck? Like, yo, this nigga broke into my house, pointed the gun at me, and because even though I felt endangered, the way things were set up in a way where I could still, I guess, quote unquote, run away and get away, I'm going to jail because I defended myself in my home. Like, California law, they need to, I don't know about that, coach.
And after his little temper tantrum, he came to his senses and realized
But
how
definitely
insane
stay
he
trapped.
sounded.
Stay trapped,
And
stay
sent her
strapped.
another voicemail telling her not to put this thing on TikTok because he knows she has a decent sized
Jeez.
following. And putting him on blast like this makes him look like an absolute idiot.
Please do not put any of my information on TikTok. Like I said, I'm kind of a sensitive guy. I'm a private guy. And please, whatever you do not put this on TikTok. I would hate,
Well, I mean, you good, right? As long as she didn't put your information on there. She just put, the voice recording of you on there. You should be fine. Now, if she starts airing out your name and your address and things of that nature, I'm pretty sure you can then sue her ass for that. And then knowing your crazy ass, you probably end up in court and you probably follow her once you get out of court and things of that nature. And that's probably what that is. But knowing her, she probably has some type of intelligence to be like, look, I'm just gonna settle with this fucker because he's crazy. But I saw how many followers she had. I saw all them likes. I was like, oh yeah, this is a series for her. She probably just posted videos repeatedly. Shit, for it to even get to this platform right here, you already know she was like, psh, this video blowing up. This shit blowing up.
Oh, that legal get involved. Just please, just don't do this. Be smart and just don't do it, okay?
She's threatening me.
All right, call me back. I still haven't heard from you.
Now this is where the story takes the craziest turn yet. After this guy Brad's mom decided to call her up and make peace of the situation, basically begging her to give her poor little Bradley another shot.
Hi, ladies. My name is Patty, and I'm rather
Nigga, is this the next day?
I know I should not be calling you right now. That this is none of my business, but I have a habit sometimes of trying to make things right. And Bradley, tell me what happened.
So she knows her son is crazy. That's crazy. She knows her son is fucking off. Look, on some real shit, if I had a child and they was like a grown adult and they was doing crazy shit up like this, I'm like, look, man, I tried my hardest to raise you to be quote unquote normal and you still off. Hey, if you go into jail, you gotta go to jail, bro. Like, I'm not dealing with that shit. Like, I'm trying to live the next X amount of years before I clock out in peace. You know what I'm saying? Like, you fucking that up. Like, what are you doing? Like, shit, if you gotta go to jail before I, kick the bucket, then it is what it is, right?
Over the weekend and about the date that y'all were supposed to go on, and I was so excited for him and excited for you too. I know you're new in Dallas and you need to get out and see what the city's all about. And Bradley and I have a lot of talks about how we treat people and how he knows that what he did was not right.
She knows he's crazy.
That, he has acknowledged. He said, Mama, I know I shouldn't have done it. And I want you to know that as his mama, I take this very seriously. And I told him, you need to make it right. This is not how we treat people. And he knows that. And he's always been such a good, kind boy. And I just feel like, maybe if you would consider giving him another shot. Maybe you guys could figure this out. And so, what I was
The mom was like, give him another shot. Fuck that. The only shot you gonna get is with a fucking a 9, a Glock 4.5. That's the only shot you gonna get, because your crazy ass probably gonna pull up. If you pull up, bah, bah. Get the fuck out of here. Yo, the mama crazy too. You don't want to be with them motherfuckers. The fuck? And they in Texas. Oh, she in Texas too? Oh, she definitely could carry a firearm. She's straight. Yeah, she gotta carry that shit with her everywhere. That crazy motherfucker gonna pull up.
That you maybe come over to our house and have supper and just kind of let you see that Bradley's a good boy and that, you know, I raised him right and he knows better than the boy did over the weekend.
Hey, that was her only comment. Did you know?
I can make you some barbecue. Bradley's really good at barbecue and he makes the best barbecue sauce there. I swear, he should bottle it and sell it. But that's neither here nor there. I tell him all the time, though, he could probably make a lot of money selling barbecue sauce. But anyway.
Dude, she was talking about a middle-aged man like he's 12 years old. Is this some sort of Forrest Gump gone wrong
Mama
type
crazy
shit? He really tried to have Mama call in and invite her to the crib for a play date, so maybe he could get her in his little race car bed that night.
So, now I'm thinking the father. It's one of two things. The father probably not in the life, or the father crazy as well. Because that craziness came from the mother, because the mother's pretty much co-signing exactly everything the son is doing, right? So the father is either off too, or he's out of the picture. Just what I'm gathering from this, right? If my advice to the radio lady, the girl that rejected him, put him on TikTok, whatever, get far away, stay strapped up, and stay alert. Because if the son called you like 5 million times and the mother called you the next day, something is off. And for the fact that he felt comfortable enough to confide in the mother just proves that this is a reoccurring thing and they're both off. Matter of fact, the mother even said she's had multiple conversations with him on that's not how you talk to people. That's not how you treat people. So she knows something's off with the son. And for the fact that she didn't take more measures to get this her son, I guess, fixed, she's crazy as shit too. She's batshit as well. You don't want to be a part of that family. Your kid's gonna come out fucked up.
And I gotta be real, as someone from Texas, I have noticed that some of these southern mothers enable their sons to be pieces of shit. Oh, my son Bradley, he could never do no wrong. That's how you end up over 30 years old and all fucked up like this guy. And no one in their right mind would go to their house. They're probably on some family from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre type shit. Honestly, we should all just pray for this woman's safety. And like I said, do not let yourself watching out there ever get to this level of desperate and scary. The red flags were strong with this one. Would you guys want someone leaving your mother or possibly your sister a voicemail like that? Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. As always, I do want to thank...
We're going to cut it off there. This was a very interesting video. I did not expect for this to go in that route. I thought at the beginning it was going to be a woman that got rejected and all that, and she was going to go off. And I did say it was a small chance that it was going to be a guy that get rejected and go crazy. Now I guess that small chance became the story. That was the thing. You know what? Now the thought that popped in my head was, look, she's known everywhere. So if she does decide to date someone else, that the guy that she's dating, that she's actually probably going to form a relationship with, got to stay strapped up too. I said that throughout the video. She got to stay strapped up. Now her future boyfriend or husband, whoever, probably going to have to stay strapped up too, because they crazy. So on top of that, they in Texas, so they could walk around with guns. They could wipe their ass with guns. They could like wash their fucking hands with guns. They could be at the dinner table, in a restaurant, whatever, have the rifle right there. So if that's the case, this crazy ass and his crazy ass mother is probably gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, this whole thing was a fucking fiasco from start to finish. And I mean, shit, she was just like, I'm just gonna record this, I'm gonna put it out there, and I'm gonna get some clout off of this, because this is nuts. This is nuts. Now, I will say, it was most likely a white dude. More than likely, it's a white guy. It's 100% a white guy. I couldn't see any black dudes going This crazy. On top of that, having a mom co-sign them for this is, nah, coach, nah. I'm not trying to bring race into it, but hey, that was another thought that popped in my head. Like, it's no way I could see a black dude doing some wild shit. On top of that, having a mama co-sign him for this shit, like, yeah, right. Your mom, I could see the mom whooping their ass. What the fuck are you doing to harassing this girl? And she not even all that. Like, really? Anyways, these are my thoughts. Tell me you guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. Would you do this? And if you would do this, same thing that this guy is doing, Brad, Chad, Thad, whoever the fuck his name is, do not watch any of my other videos. I don't care if you subscribe or not. Matter of fact, I don't even want you to subscribe. If I was at like 99,999 subscribers and I'm one subscriber away from 100K, don't subscribe to my channel. Like, I don't want you there. I'll unsubscribe you from my channel. It'd be like, you 100,000 subscribers, you almost there. I'm like, nah, I'm cool. That YouTube plaque could wait, you know? But I'm nowhere near that. So, either way, no matter where I'm at, I don't want you. Don't come near me. Yep. We not playing all that shit. See, that's why my face is blurred out, because I don't want you crazy motherfuckers knowing who I am. You know what I mean? I got a pretty common face too, so you might see a guy that looked like me if I was to show you who I really was, and you might be harassing me like you harassing this woman right here. But anyways, besides the point, I would say do what the typical YouTubers say, but after me making that big old spiel, I'm not even gonna say that. I'm just gonna cut the video off right now. I'm out.